Do you love sunflowers as much as I do? It's autumn in the Ottawa Valley, and that means we will soon be seeing fields upon fields of sunflowers. Hi everyone, Marianne Cowan here from Pinery Paper Crafts. And when I saw this beautiful paper, which will be available to customers on September 1st, it's called Sunflower Fields, and it is absolutely gorgeous. And today I'm going to make a card with you that showcases this paper. But before I do, I want to remind you about my Fall Festival online retreat. It is a one-day event, and it is September 13th, but everything is recorded, so you can actually watch it whenever you like. It's a great time of year to get together with some friends and do some fall crafting. The cards will feature Thanksgiving, fall, and a couple of Halloween cards as well. So it will be everything you have to make 12 cards and 2 3D items. So you can go to mariannecowan.com and see and get the registration link. So yesterday actually I was in my craft room playing with some of these new products, and I made 2 of the projects that will be in the retreat. There's this beautiful fun fold and this matching little 3D scalloped window box. So those are 2 that will be projects that you will be making. And then yesterday and today I was busy playing with this paper and another paper that we used yesterday. And I'm just going to quickly show you 3 other projects that will be part of the retreat. So there's this one, and you'll make it in Golden Glow and Cajun Craze. And then this fun fold, and this beautiful one. And I've paired it with that beautiful sunflower 3D embossing folder that is not new, is currently available. So here, let's take a look at this amazing paper. This page just, oh my gosh, it just looks like a field of sunflowers. And I actually I was counting them this morning, I have over 60 sunflowers planted in my back gardens. Some are the gigantica ones, and then some are a little smaller for using in bouquets. But this reminded me of a sunflower field, so that's our theme for today. So there's the front and the back. This one is beautiful as well. So this paper comes in this color, which is Golden Glow, and also in Cajun Craze. So there's the back of that one, and the back of that one. The fronts and backs are all beautiful. It's one of those packs where it's hard to know which one to use. This one is featured on this card. Another beautiful one. Nice green stripey. This one is featured on this card. There's the back. And then this one I haven't used yet. I could make a gazillion cards with just this pack of paper. So this will be available to customers in the September to December new Stampin' Up! Catalog. Now, if you're a demonstrator, you are able to pre-order now. If that is of interest to you, you'd like to get your products at a discount, you can head to my website, mariannecowan.com, and there's a link there for the join Stampin' Up! Now, when I first saw these dies, I was totally drawn to the gate. So that was my theme for this card. And the ones I made yesterday, I used these dies as well. But today we're going to be using the gate. So I'm going to show you how we're going to put this card together. So remembering my theme is a field of sunflowers. So I did have to do a little fussing around, and I did do some fussy cutting. And we do have our new paper snips, so it's easy to fussy cut. So here we have Golden Glow on the bottom for the base, and then we have Old Olive or Garden Green. I actually can't remember. And then on the inside I have an extra little strip, so we're going to go ahead and put that on, otherwise I will forget. There is also a bundle that goes with this. I don't have it yet, but I did have the embossing folder because it's been around for a little bit. So we'll just put this little strip on the bottom. And this one, when I cut out this piece, I wanted to make sure that I had lots of the sunflowers, so I did cut a little bit off the top and then a bunch off the bottom. So this is going to go on our green, and this is going to be our field of sunflowers. So this is going to be an interactive card because the actual gate opens up. It is so cool. So fun. And then we're going to pop this down. This would be a special card that you would give to somebody because it is a little bit time consuming, but very fun. All right, so then I fussy cut out some of the sunflowers that I want to look like when you're opening the gate, you're going to see all these beautiful sunflowers. So this is my main one, and you can see this one, it was near the edge, so I had to kind of cut it off, but that's okay because I'm going to tuck it behind. And I don't want it to go higher than my card. And this one is going to get tucked kind of on top of the gate. So let's just look at the gate and see how it goes together. So I've seen a lot of cards that just use one side of the gate. So here is the gate, and this little piece is where the hinge is going to be. So then there is another piece that has these 3 posts. So, well, yeah, let's do that. So we're going to put this hinge, whoopsie, on the 3rd post. I've used the wood grain paper to make it realistic. Now it does have these little slits, so sometimes it tends to go through, so that's why I'm going to put this down. Silicone mat is amazing. Now I don't have these down yet because I want to make sure that I have them placed where I want them in relation to the gate. Now also for the gate there are these hinges. Whoever designs these must have so much fun, because at first I wasn't sure what these were for, and then I watched someone's video and then realized, oh yes, because you know what? I actually have a gate like this in my backyard that my husband made one year for my birthday, and it has hinges similar to this. So you want to make sure you put it in a little bit so that it can still open. There we go. And then this is the handle. And I want to say it's pretty realistic looking. Is anyone else in the craft room today? The rain has actually stopped and it's beautiful out, but I'll go back out in a little while. Now I probably should use my tweezers. I'm going to put this right about there. I'm just going to get my pokey tool. Alright, so there we have our gate, and just to give you an idea of kind of what it's going to look like, so we have our 3 sunflowers, our focal ones, and then we have the background. So it only goes that far, so I want the fence to go all the way across. So I'm going to place this 3-piece right here, but I think I'm going to need to put this one down first. So I'm going to have that like that. That'll be our focal one, and then this one I want kind of hanging over a little bit, because that piece is going to stay in place, and then you'll open it and then you'll see that. All right, so before we do that, I was playing around with the Golden Glow shimmer brush, And I wanted to see if I colored what it would look like. Originally I was going to color the insides, and then I thought, well, I'll color the petals. So here's what it looks like. It does give it a glow. So what I'm going to do is for my focal flowers, or let's just start with the first one. Might be too much. And then we're just going to add our glimmers. So these are like Wink of Stella, but they have color. So they're available in the new in colors. They're very pretty. I've been waiting to use this one for fall. There is also Barely Blush, Peaceful Pine. This is Golden Glow. And I can't remember all the other names, but there we go. And it's hard to tell on camera, but it is nice and shimmery. Now I don't know if I want to do all of them or just my one focal flower. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. It definitely does make it stand out from the other ones. And that's going to be our main one. Just going to bring my gate back. So when you open the door, that would be your main flower. I think I like it, having them the focal ones colored. So let's go ahead and do the other ones. I'm not going to do any in the background though, because those ones are the ones off in the field, and these are the ones that are close to the gate. Okay, so there's that one and this one. I love paper that you can just cut out the elements, because I do like to fussy cut. If you don't like to fussy cut, there is a stamp set, a bundle that has sunflowers as well. All right. Okay, I like that. So I think we're done with that. So this one is going to go down first so that I can put this other side panel. So remembering that this, we want that one. That can go up a little bit. And then this one is going to go near the gate. I did go back and cut all the way up so that I could slide it in easier. Now this one, we can trim that off, but I do want it, but I don't want them all at the exact same height. So that one can go here. So let's just open our gate. And I am just going to put a little pencil mark right here to remind me. And I'm not going to put glue all the way, because I do like it to be a little bit 3D. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue. There I have. Now, sunflowers do grow pretty upright. And did you know that the closer you plant them together, the smaller the flower will be? Because I have some that I want to use for bouquets. So in my one box, I have about 40, which is a lot. All right, now we're going to put this one. And it's going to go right in the middle. This is so fun. Now you could put another sentiment inside when you open your door. I'm not going to. Now I don't like that you can see these. So I'm just going to cut. I could have trimmed these before I did them, but there we go. All right, I'm just going to squish it up a little bit. Curl it up a little bit, I should say. And then we have our last one, but I kind of like how I have it on the gate here. So I am just going to put some glue right here. and now we can glue down these 3 pieces. Hopefully it's not going to move. And I want it to go right to the bottom and right to the edge. All right, and now we'll add this one. So I want it to line up, and if it overlaps, that's okay. There we go. So there we have our gate. So cute. I guess I could have put that one down here, but I think that looks good. And then I thought about putting a little sign on the gate door because I have a little sign on my gate door. So I took from the Fall Fun stamp set this is actually a hay bale, and then I just took my blending brush and gave it a bit of texture. And then I have a really tiny hole punch, so I punched holes in it. And I'm just going to tie a little knot. And hopefully that will keep it from going through. And I want it to hang through here, so I actually don't want it too long. We'll try putting our knot about here. I love adding these type of little elements. Then someone knows that you really took a lot of care in making this card. So now we're going to hang this over the 2 middle parts of the door. And then I did have this little flower, again from that Fall Fun bundle. And I did take a little gem and colored it with my Stampin' Blends so that it was a nice dark brown. And there we go. Let me know what you think. Happy fall, y'all. And then when you open up the gate, it's a beautiful field of sunflowers. And then inside, you can write your message. Whoopsie, got stuck there. Okay, thank you for watching. If you're interested in my Fall Festival online retreat, you can check it out at mariannecowan.com/events. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate it if you like or share my video. If you're watching the replay on YouTube, I invite you to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification button so that you will know when I post my next video. Thanks everyone, and I hope you get to spend some time in your craft room today.